What's good, Grand Rising YouTube family? Grand Rising. I hope everybody's feeling blessed and highly favored. We out here, we getting it, getting our grind on, getting your hustle on. Hey, doing what we gotta do. Greasy face. But check this out. Like I always say, you could be doing anything and being anywhere else with your time, but I appreciate you spending your time here with me at this moment. Because what I do through and through, just bring you the news with a twist, just my ghetto point of view. Now, I almost forgot. Let my words guide you, get inside you. So let's do it. Now, this is going to be a basketball video about the games that happened yesterday. Now, the only game I really paid attention to was the Clippers versus the Rockets. We're going to get to that one last. Because I know there's going to be 1,000 shows and commentators on that game. But like I said, we're going to get to it last. I got me a couple notes here, so I'm going to be looking down a little bit. Okay. Now, the first little game that I want to talk about, Philly versus Sacramento. I mean, I guess a toss-up game, but Tobias Harris is supposed to be the best player on the floor because he's the highest paid player on the floor. So assuming assumptions would be he'd be the best player on the floor. In that game, he actually was the best player on the floor. Now, he had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Al Horford had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And Milton, their shooting guard, had 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Now in the losing effort, De'Aaron Fox, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block and 1 steal. Buddy Hield, 22 points, 3 steals. Now, Sacramento's been disappointing this year. I understand De'Aaron Fox has been hurt, but they're supposed to have been contending for the 8th playoff seed. There's a couple of teams in the West that have been disappointing. But Sacramento's one of them. They should have been in contention for the 8th playoff seed. Now, Luke Walton, I mean, the only reason why he got a job as a coach was because he was coaching the Golden State Warriors that had Kevin Durant. He went, what? Did he only lose 4 games or something like that before All-Star break? But he couldn't be the coach of the All-Star game because he was an assistant coach. It was some monkey shit like that, but that's the only reason why they get. He's a brilliant coach. I mean, when you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, what do you have to do? Ask Steve Kerr. You see what Steve Kerr doing now when he ain't got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry? Worst team in the NBA. People say, well, you know, when you lose stars like that, you're going to be bad. I mean, but if he's such a great coach, what's the problem? What is the problem? I mean, Greg Popovich lost Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, and the Spurs are still semi-relevant. They've been making the playoffs. I don't know about this year, but they've been making the playoffs. So what's Steve Kerr's excuse? Not a great coach. Not even a good coach. He's been exposed, but like Draymond Green been exposed. Warriors trash. But speaking of Warriors, let's get to them. The Warriors lost to the Raptors. We knew they were going. I mean, it was expected to lose to the Raptors. Worst team in the NBA. Steph Curry, first game back, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Great for a first game back. I mean, that's a good game for any player, but in Steph Curry, first game back, after surgery and broke hand, 23, 7-7. That's great. Wiggins, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm not too high up on Wiggins, but we're gonna see how he play with Klay get back. We're gonna see. I don't know. Now, then we have Denver versus Charlotte. I mean, Denver should have won, but they won. Murray had 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Joker, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. That's all right. In the losing effort, Terry Rozier, 19 points, 3 assists. Boston, aren't you glad you didn't give him that money? And Terry Rozier, you actually think you better than Kyrie Irving? Even though people say bad things about Kyrie Irving, no, he's not a leader. But everybody can't be a leader. Everybody's not a leader. Some people just do, and some people lead. Kyrie Irving not a leader, but he's a good player. But I digress. Graham for Charlotte, 24 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Washington, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. So they did okay. I almost upset Denver, but Denver took care of business. It was closer than they would like, but they took care of business. Now, finally, to the game of games last night, the Houston Rockets versus the LA Clippers. Now I know a lot of people on there. Well, this is the evidence that small ball don't work. They were out rebounded. They were pounded on the glass. It was destruction. They won't do it. The Rockets won't do it. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why they wrong. First, you want to talk about the rebounds? Okay. The Clippers had 57 rebounds. The Rockets wound up with 51 rebounds. So there's only 6 rebound difference. Well, the game was already out of reach. That's a 6 rebound difference. So the Clippers were +6 on rebounds. Okay, only +6 on rebounds. Now, the front court players for the Clippers, all front court players. This includes Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Markieff Morris, Harrell, and Jamaica Green. Combined, they had 83 points and 36 rebounds. 83 points, 36 rebounds. Woo. That's domination. That's domination. But they only won by 15. I know some people gonna say, well, they won. It wasn't even close. It's a double digit. But we gonna get to that. And speaking of Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Leonard, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 assists. 2 steals and a block. That's pretty good. That's solid. Actually, that's great. 8 for 15. Ooh, 8 for 15. That's awesome. 4 for 7 for 3. That's awesome. He had 2 turnovers, but still. 25, 6 and 5, 53% shooting. That's a great game. Mr. Paul George, PG, only had 13 points, but he had 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Affecting the games in other ways besides scoring. He did it on the rebound, on the boards, and with assists as a playmaker. Lou Williams only had 5 points and 3 rebounds. Montrezl Harrell, monster game, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 for 10 from the free throw line. He went to the free throw line 10 times. 10 times. And was 9 for 10. 19 points, 10 rebounds. Zubac. They had no answer for Zubac. Zubac, 17 points, 12 rebounds. 6 for 6 from the field, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Now, I know some of you saying, wow, with those numbers you gave me, it's no wonder why the Rockets lost. But even with all that being said, you know the real reason why the Rockets lost? I'm going to tell you the real reason why the Rockets lost. But before I get to the real reason, let's go down to Rockets players. Russ, 29 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 for 27 shooting, 40%, not good, Russ. You got to get that up. 1 steal, 7 for 11 from the free throw line. You got to get that up, 63%, and 2 turnovers. So you got 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Russ, we need 3-to-1. The shooting got to get better. Need 3-to-1. Daniel House, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Jeff Green, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and he was 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Those were the good spots. The bad spots, Houston as a team, 7 for 42 from the 3-point line, 16.7%. Green hit 3 of them. That means the rest of the team combined, Gordon, McLemore, Harden, Covington, House, Rivers. What's the other boy? Yeah. Covington, Tucker, Gordon, McLemore, Rivers, Harden. They only made 4 3-pointers. I didn't add Russ because we know Russ ain't no 3-point shooter. He was 0 for 2. But still. As a team, they shot 7 for 42% from the 3-point line. That's 7 for 42 is 16.7%. That is abysmal. That's putrid. That is awful. But yet, that's not why they lost. Covington only had 3 points. He had 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. Need more from Covington. PJ Tucker, 3 points, 6 rebounds, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. Not good enough. Eric Gordon, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block. Eric Gordon you need more than 5 points, Eric Gordon. You need at least 15, Eric Gordon. 15 a night. At least 15 a night. Ben McLemore, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. And Austin Rivers, 5 points. Only 5 points, Austin Rivers. We need you to come with more than 5 points, Austin Rivers. We need you to try to get at least a double figures, Austin Rivers, for Houston to win or have a chance to win it all. Because I actually still think they can have a chance to win it all. Now, James Harden, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 4 for 17 from the field. That's 23.5%. 0 for 8 from 3-point range, 4 turnovers, 8 from 11 from the free throw line, which is 72%. He an 89% free throw shooter. That's the reason why the Clippers won. People can say about small ball all they want. People can say they got crushed on the glass. They can't stop nobody. They had no interior presence. Even with all that being said, James Harden averages 35 points a game. 35 points a game. That's what he averages. He scored 16. That's 19 points below his average. 19 points below your average. And your team loses by 15. So that means even with Kawhi Leonard playing that great game, even with the Clippers pounding them on the glass, even with the Clippers front court players playing unbelievably, 83 points, 36 rebounds, unbelievably. Even with all that being said, the Clippers played their best game. And the only reason why, now there are many reasons why the Rockets lost, but the main reason why they lost, not because of small ball, not because of 3-point shooting, because of James Harden, who averages 35 a game but only scored 16. That's why they lost. Now, of course, like I said, Russell, 11 for 27, you're going to have to do better than that. You're going to have to increase that. But if you're telling me, now when the game started, if you were to tell me Houston got out-rebounded, I said, okay, cool. They shot 742 from the 3-point line. I've been scared, but I'm like, okay, cool. And James Harden only scored 16 points. That's a loss. That is a loss. That's a loss. The only way the Rockets would have won if Russ would have went off of 50. That's it. That's it. And I don't know about y'all, but to me, it seems that last night, the Rockets looked like the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's what they look like. Because it looked like Russ and no help. I mean, I ain't going to say no help because Jeff Green gave you 17. House gave you 14. So that's 31 points from the others. That's 31 points from them two. So if Harden can just pull his weight, see, that's my only concern. That's my only worry with how Houston's playing right now. Harden, ever since Giannis talked that shit and people were laughing, it's like Harden lost his game. He lost his game. I don't know. I mean, I ain't never been a Harden fan. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he can score. But when people say he up there with Kobe, Jordan, and some of the greatest scorers of all time, I say no. Because what did the Clippers have to do? They just took his left hand away and said, you going right. That's it. You going right. You telling me if he can't go left and he can only go right, he gonna go 4 for 17? 0 for 8 from the field? The only way that this is going to work, the small ball is going to work for the Houston Rockets if Russ and James Harden bring their A game every night. Russ, once again, 29, 15, and 5. And he played some good defense. Russell Westbrook he was the only one that brought his A game. The only one that brought his A game on the team. Well, Green and House, like I said, they play good. Green and House, 31 points between them. But the Houston Rockets gonna need way more than that. They gonna need James Harden. If you talking about you the best, you talking about you scoring champ and you can do this, you can do that. Show me. Because when you play the Lakers, when you play the Clippers, you're gonna have to come with it, James Harden. Because what the Clippers were able to do, we're gonna make you go right, James Harden. So you were ineffective making threes. And they said, when Russell Westbrook got the ball, we just going to clog the lane because nobody can make threes. Because y'all was 7 for 42. Not Gordon, not McLemore, not Covington, not Harden. 7 for 42. Now, with that being said, I still think the Rockets are a top 3 team out west. If James Harden and Russell Westbrook bring it, they are a top 3 team out west, and they still a threat to win it all. But that's the question. Will Russell Westbrook and James Harden bring it every night? Russ is bringing it. Where you at, James? 16 points. 4 turnovers. You made 4 shots the whole game? 0 for 8 from 3? That's why the Rockets lost. But like I said, it's gonna be plenty of pundits out there. They all day. That's why I ain't gonna watch it. All day they're gonna be, small ball don't work. This is why small ball don't work. You get pounded on the glass. You live by the 3. You die by the 3. No. Even with all that being said, even with them losing the rebounding battle, even with the Clippers front court players scoring 83 points total and having 36 rebounds, even with that being said, Houston lost by 15 because James Harden was 20 below his average. And Eric Gordon ain't show up. So if Eric Gordon would have showed up and James Harden would have been average, this team had more than enough to beat the Clippers. And the Clippers played their best game. They were impeccable. Impeccable. But so to wrap this up, like I said, the West, top 3 teams out of West, Lakers, Clippers, Rockets, in no order. Either one of them can win it. Well, the Clippers and the Rockets, I don't know about the Lakers. But either one of the Clippers, Rockets, and Lakers can win the West and go to the finals. Will they be playing Milwaukee? We don't know. But in closing, if James Harden don't get together, Houston ain't going nowhere. Because if James Harden don't show up, what do you have in Houston? You got OKC. That's what you got. Because I don't know what happened. 742, all them dudes forget how to shoot. And then they want to attack the rack. The Clippers like, we're going to get out to the 3-point shooters. Why don't y'all go to the rack? Ball movement. But that's on D'Antoni. So D'Antoni and James Harden, y'all take the brunt of this one. Russ, the only thing I can say, Russell Westbrook is gonna have to be the focal point of the offense. He's gonna have to be more aggressive. He's gonna have to go to the rack way more. That's what we're gonna have to do to open up these 3-point lanes for these shooters. That's it. Cause when James Harden 3-point ain't falling, it's curtains. It's curtains for him. It's curtains for him. He can't score. So when y'all say he up there with Kobe and Jordan and Kareem, stop it. Stop it. Kobe and Jordan, they had no weakness. You want them to go left, they'll go left. You want them to go right, they go right. You want them to post, they go to the post. You want 3, they give you 3. They give it to you anyway. Off screen, pin downs. It don't matter. They do it all. But Harden, like I said, Harden, you gotta come with it. So I'm finna wrap this one up. Post this. Like I said, we're gonna try to stay on this one, stay on top of it, be consistent. We're gonna do more than just talk about sports. We're talking about it all. And once again, I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. Until next time, peace.